Okay, hello everybody. So we are live and yeah, we've had, technical stuff, but here we go. So we're here and we're incredibly grateful. So Hala Citron with I'm Creative and you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm LaChelle Amos of Silence of Sound Yoga.
Yeah, and we're really excited. So we're going to be bringing this workshop to you next Tuesday, the 25th, 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. And we wanted to answer questions and we wanted to tell you like what does lines between the sounds mean anyway? Like you might read that and be like, "What does that mean?" Well, we are going to have 2 hours with you where it's just going to be this safe space where I can explain on my end. And then LaChelle's going to share where we're going to be doodling and sound healing. And you're like, doodling? Oh, yeah. Well, you're going to create two affirmations, visual affirmations. I wanted to show you just some examples. And the idea with the doodling is doodling kind of take your brain back, and maybe you don't have to go back that far. You could go back to childhood when you were actually on a phone that was attached to a wall and you were like doodling on a pad as you were talking, or bring yourself more present to being in a meeting or any place where you're just doodling. But so often we don't allow ourselves that space. And there are so many different kinds of lines beyond just vertical and horizontal. So we have zigzag, we have wavy, we have spirals, we have curls. So we are going to, and believe it or not, there's a science behind doodling. I mean, I could tell you it regulates your mood, it gives you better concentration, it gives you more self-expression, it allows for more self-expression. There's all of these scientific reason studies they've done. But what I can say is it's going to make you feel relaxed. It's going to make you feel more connected. It creates more self-awareness, more expression, and yeah, makes you feel good. So we're going to be doodling, and then LaChelle's going to say what we're going to be doing on her end.
Yeah, so in between these doodling sessions, we are going to be experiencing a sound bath. So you may see behind me, there's some of my singing bowls. And sorry if I'm not looking directly at the camera. I had to jump last minute on my tablet, and I'm like, where am I supposed to be looking? All right, anyways. But yeah, so just the sound quality will be a bit different because, like I said, I had to jump on my tablet last minute. But just to give you a sense of the singing bowls. So just a small little tidbit of sound. And the point of having this sound bath in between your doodling sessions, sound baths in and of themselves, the singing bowls in particular, they help to slow down our brainwaves. So if we're in this like really active thinking, busy alpha brainwave state up here, and when we start to relax, our brainwave starts to slow down. And the singing bowls, the sound waves can actually entrain our brain waves to come together on this slower, more relaxing sound wave. And when that happens, then we are in more of a physical space to be more receptive to what can come through. And everyone experiences sound baths differently. And each of us experiences differently every time that we do it, because we're all starting in a slightly different space. But as we go through this, and the more that we're able to kind of soften into the sound and the silence between the sounds, as we follow the different sounds, and even just not even consciously following them, but just like allow the waves of the sounds, so to say, to wash through us, it can take us to this place where we begin to access our subconscious. We begin to some people journey, they have visions, they see colors, they hear different things. Other people, it's just simply relaxation, and their body just needs more than anything in that moment to sleep, and the sounds allow them to do that. So there's lots of different experiences that can be had with the sound baths. And kind of this idea that we're going with in the workshop is beyond just the doodling sessions, like what kind of comes through for you, or how does the sound, how does that extra little bit of relaxation help you to soften into a safe space, a held space where you can really allow more to come through in a way that perhaps you wouldn't doodling in a meeting or in between chores or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And I'm so excited because it's such a good balance and collaboration. I'm so interested to see, because as you were talking about really like colors and those kind of aspects, people translate things in different ways. But what I can say in all the times that I've done this workshop, a lot of times it starts off where people are stuck in their head. And I will literally take you through the steps of talking about line, where we'll do an exercise and be like, you have a minute to do one line, another minute to do two lines, another minute to do three lines. Like there's a warm up to this concept to kind of get your hand moving. And then there's like, then you have 10, 15 minutes of your own creating time, of kind of taking that information and just kind of loosening up and seeing what happens. And just in the hour when I've done it, which is basically 45 minutes, people are really, they loosen up. But this aspect that you're adding to it is going to be, because we're going to do like a before and after kind of thing. So after you've given them this opportunity of people's bodies receiving what they need, each person individually needs to receive, it's going to be so interesting to see what the first one looks like and what the second one looks like.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see, and just to be in that space together with everyone as we experience it all in our own ways.
Yeah, because it is so much about connection, right?
Yeah, there's so much to be said for collective experience, right? We experience it all individually, but at the same time, as we're experiencing it together, there's an energy there, there's a connection there that adds an extra depth. And I'm very excited to share in that with everyone who chooses to participate with us.
Yes. And I can tell you what you walk away with on, as far as what you create from the doodling aspect, is you have two of these, and I can tell you people use them in different ways. Like I literally put it on my bathroom mirror. So every morning, brushing my teeth, putting on my makeup, I see like, I am brave, I am carefree, I am courageous. Like my visual is there. Some people put it near their bed. Some people just tuck it in a book and just have it like maybe in their journal. Like you choose what you want to do with it. So I can say walking away, you get this physical, besides the emotional and everything else that you feel, you do get a physical takeaway. And I know with yours, so from a sound bath, what is the takeaway?
Yeah, so a lot of it depends on what you set your intention for. So as we start the sound bath, I'll guide everyone through an intention setting process, and basically that's what is the feeling that you want to embody by the end of the sound bath, or what, like maybe something came up for you during the first doodling session and you realize, oh, there's maybe something to this. Maybe I'd like to explore it a little bit more. Like, why does this specific thought keep coming up? Or like, I notice this emotion is coming up out of nowhere. Or like, sometimes it's as simple as, I am relaxed. My body is relaxed. And like that is a super solid intention. So I'll guide you through this intention setting process. And then that way, there's one of the pioneers of the sound healing sector in the US. His name is Jonathan Goldman, and he says sound plus frequency plus intention equals healing. And so the sounds that come through, and you can only see a portion of the singing bowls that I have behind me, and I also have the other way. This box down here, there you go. There's like some crystal tuning forks and other sounds that I incorporate. But what comes through for me is very intuitive. So it's feeling into the energy, the space of the group, and what might be needed most at that time. And so then that way it's kind of maximizing the intentions as they're set and collectively held. And then, yeah, so the sounds that come through, where I was going with this, the intention is really important in how we experience the sound. So I think that's a really big part of it that I'll guide you through, so that by the time the sound bath is done, you're hopefully in a much slower, more relaxed brainwave state. Your body is more relaxed and receptive. You're feeling the power of your intention more clearly, and then you step into that space again with Hollis for the second affirmation doodling.
Mm-hmm. And thank you for saying that about creating that affirmation, because that in the aspect you're going to be, there's the positive adjectives that I'm going to show you a list of, and then you're going to choose from in what you see yourself as and what you want to see yourself as. So it's the I am statement with not I am a mom, I am a sister, I am a daughter, but I am brave, I am powerful, I am strong. So it'll be so interesting to see, again, going back to that before and after, when we allow ourselves to kind of get the brainwaves to calm down and not be so stuck here. It's like the head to the heart.
Yep. Yeah.
It takes
and that's one
right.
That's one of the other amazing things about sound and combining with intention is really synchronizing those brainwaves and the heart rate, because that's when we can most strongly embody our own personal power. Like, we really come into our own center and feel most confident and whole in ourselves when we have that syncope between the heart and the brain.
So this is just going to be a space that's going to be so yummy and just so relaxing. And yeah. So next Tuesday, the 25th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern to 9:30. I can tell you, supply wise, everything will be listed when you sign up. You'll be reminded as to what you need, but I can say you need 4 pieces of paper. Could be plain white, could be just computer paper, colored pen. You could just have a pencil or a pen, or you can, if you have colored pencils, any kind of markers, Sharpies, watercolors, anything like that, those are extra bonuses. Crayons, but it's not necessary. Literally all you need is the paper and the pencil. And what will they need on your end, LaChelle?
For the sound bath, I highly recommend some headphones, just to be able to pick up the sound waves a little more clearly. We'll have everything set up so that I've got the big fancy microphone that also picks it up. But headphones on your side, and then as a participant, and then during the sound bath, you get to choose whether you stay seated or whether you recline, whether you lie down. So whatever props that you may need to feel most comfortable during the sound bath. So oftentimes people choose a pillow, maybe a blanket, because it is, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, winter and perhaps cold. So whatever you need to keep yourself most comfortable and warm during the sound bath.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, so we are, if people can sign up by Saturday, this Saturday, which is, so we have a head count, which is, what's Saturday? Whatever date that is. Saturday, January, whatever. Everything will be listed in here. I don't have the calendar right in front of me.
22nd, I think.
Is it 22nd?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll have everything, all the links in here for you to sign up and get to that point. And yeah, so I can say, I cannot wait to meet you. This is just going to be a wonderful experience. And yeah, any questions or comments, please feel free to put them in the thread, and we will get back to you. And yeah, Hollis Ditron with I Am Creative, and
LaChelle Amos of Silence of Sound Yoga.
Yeah. So we look forward to seeing you in the private Zoom space that will be created especially for this. So we wish you a wonderful good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in this world. So goodbye, everybody.
Bye.